Here's a complete summary of the philosophical foundations of education and how they apply to master in educational management. 1. Pragmatism. Main idea. Education is practical, focusing on real-life problem-solving and learning by doing. Key concepts. Knowledge is not absolute. It's constantly evolving. Learners must actively engage with their environment. Examples. Using project-based learning where students solve community problems. Implementing experiential learning, like internships or hands-on activities. Application in MEM. Educational leaders can design curricula that emphasize real-world problem-solving, encouraging schools to partner with businesses or communities to provide hands-on experiences for students. 2. Behaviorism. Main idea. Behavior is shaped by external stimuli, and learning is a result of conditioning. Key concepts. Positive and negative reinforcement guide learning. Focus on observable behaviors rather than internal thought processes. Examples. Rewarding students for good performance with praise or tangible rewards. Implementing behavior management programs that use consequences for inappropriate behavior. Application in MEM. Leaders can apply behaviorist principles to develop reward systems for teachers and students, and to structure discipline policies based on reinforcement techniques. 3. Cognitivism. Main idea. Learning is an internal process, focused on how the mind processes, stores, and retrieves information. Key concepts. Emphasis on mental functions such as memory, problem-solving, and thinking. Knowledge is organized in mental schemas. Examples. Encouraging students to use mind maps or other strategies for organizing information. Incorporating reflective thinking exercises where learners analyze their thought processes. Application in MEM. School managers can develop teaching strategies that focus on mental development, encouraging reflective thinking, problem-solving skills, and memory techniques. 4. Constructivism. Main idea. Learners construct their own understanding based on experiences. Key concepts. Learning is active and knowledge is constructed, not passively absorbed. Emphasis on collaboration, exploration, and problem-solving. Examples. Using collaborative group projects where students create knowledge through discussion and teamwork. Encouraging inquiry-based learning where students explore topics through experiments or research. Application in MEM. Educational leaders can encourage constructivist learning by fostering a collaborative school culture and creating opportunities for hands-on learning and inquiry. 5. Realism. Main idea. Reality exists independently of the human mind, and education should teach students about the objective world. Key concepts. Focus on teaching objective truths and scientific facts. Emphasis on knowledge of the physical world. Examples. Teaching scientific concepts with experiments that demonstrate natural laws. Using factual, real-world case studies to explain principles. Application in MEM. Managers can ensure that curricula are grounded in real-world knowledge and objective facts, emphasizing a strong foundation in subjects like math, science, and geography. 6. Idealism. Main idea. Reality is mentally constructed, and the mind is the most important part of learning. Key concepts. Focus on intellectual and moral development. Emphasizes ideas and concepts over material things. Examples. Teaching philosophy and ethics to develop students' critical thinking and values. Incorporating literature and arts to inspire ideal thinking and creativity. Application in MEM. Educational managers can emphasize moral and intellectual growth in curriculum design, promoting subjects that cultivate critical thinking and ethical understanding. 7. Naturalism. Main idea. Education should align with human nature and natural development processes. Key concepts. Learning should be child-centered, following natural stages of development. Education should foster a connection with nature and natural surroundings. Examples. Using outdoor classrooms and nature-based activities to enhance learning. Tailoring education to the individual pace and interests of each student. Application in MEM. School leaders can promote a more individualized approach to learning, recognizing that students develop at different rates, and integrating environmental education into the curriculum. 8. Essentialism. Main idea. There is a core body of knowledge and skills that all students should learn to become well-rounded citizens. Key concepts. Emphasis on traditional disciplines like reading, writing, math, and science. Teachers as authorities in the classroom. Examples. A back-to-basics approach focusing on mastery of fundamental subjects. Using standardized testing to assess the core skills of students. Application in MEM. Educational managers can promote a curriculum that ensures all students acquire essential skills, emphasizing standardization and accountability in teaching core subjects. 9. Existentialism. Main idea. Education should focus on the individual's experience, personal choices, and freedom to define their own purpose. Key concepts. Emphasis on personal responsibility and self-determination. Encouraging students to find meaning and purpose in their education. Examples. Allowing students to choose their own learning paths through elective courses. Using open discussions where students express their thoughts, feelings, and values. Application in MEM. Leaders can foster a more student-centered environment, giving learners more autonomy to explore subjects they are passionate about and encouraging personal growth. 10. Perennialism. Main idea. Education should focus on eternal truths and classical knowledge, which remain relevant through time. Key concepts. Emphasis on great works of literature, philosophy, and science. Learning through dialogue and critical thinking about timeless questions. Examples. Teaching classic literature and philosophy to encourage deep thinking about universal themes. Emphasizing Socratic dialogues and discussions around big, unchanging ideas. Application in MEM. Educational managers can implement a curriculum grounded in timeless knowledge, emphasizing the study of classical texts and enduring intellectual traditions. 11. Progressivism. Main idea. Education should focus on the whole child, preparing students for democratic participation and continuous growth. Key concepts. Emphasis on learning by doing and fostering critical thinking. Schools should be more democratic, focusing on students' needs, interests, and experiences. Examples. Incorporating service learning projects that allow students to contribute to their communities. Allowing students to have a voice in how their learning environment is structured. Application in MEM. School leaders can advocate for a more student-centered, democratic approach to education, integrating project-based and experiential learning that meets the needs of modern society.